What up, Cowboy Fam? I'm back for a little bit. I'm in a little traffic today, so I figured, why not go live? I missed everybody. I mean, even though I said I really wasn't gonna do no videos like that, I figured I might as well come on and talk a little bit of cash stuff to my folks. What's going on, man? What's up, X Factor? What up, VA Finest? I ain't back, but I figured I'd come back and talk to the people. You know what I mean? Like, I still hang out with Mark, E2 Blue. If my boy Foots would come around, hang out with Foots too. But um, the Cowboys are doing well. Just to let you guys know, I'm doing well. Uh, job football season's over for me as a coach. So I've just been enjoying everything, enjoying a lot of my family. Um, but I'm really enjoying this Cowboy season though. You know what I mean? So I figured, yeah, X Factor, I figure I might as well do a couple videos every now and then in between time, right? But you guys know on Sundays, for the most part, I'm with the crew. If you guys tune in with Mark Holmes, so it's not like I've been totally gone. I still been around the folks. I still hang around the Cowboys conglomerate. Um, you know, chilling. My man VA Finest, man. I definitely miss you and X Factor, man. Definitely miss both of you guys tuning into all of the videos, showing love. So that's pretty cool. Um, so you guys have any questions? Who else saw what Dak said or what Dak did with the Super Bowl tickets? Um, from what I saw, he pretty much promised Super Bowl tickets to these kids and said that he's going to be playing in it. I'm not sure uh, what it was, but he said that the kids were inspiration, so I assumed that they were special needs or something like that. But I really love the confidence, and the biggest thing that I really love was the confidence in him changing that damn play, which kind of leads me to doing this video because I believe that Scott Linehan is the problem. I know that earlier in the year, I've been killing Dak. I've been killing Jason Garrett. I've been killing all three of them. I knew that the problem lied somewhere. I knew that it lied somewhere. And from what Dez told you, from what Bryce Butler told you, Scott Linehan is the issue. I no longer have an issue with bringing Garrett back. No longer have an issue with bringing Garrett back. I no longer have an issue with extending Dak Prescott. But the longer you keep this guy Linehan on the team, Linehan is a cancer. He's a cancer. That's just, it is what it is. Amari Cooper was a godsend. And without Amari Cooper, and without even that interview of him doing it, with him actually killing and saying and implying, that the play that was called was trash, lets you know, man, he has got to go. And from what I understand, they almost fired him twice. What the hell are we holding on to him for? You should have just fired him. I would have rather Jason Garrett took over the play calling anyway. Because the one thing that I do know about Jason Garrett is that at least if we get in the goal line, we're going to run the damn ball. And, my boy Elton brought this up yesterday. My boy Elton Colston out of Vegas. This is my homie. He said that he believes that the goal line, like the game plan, is to sabotage Dak Prescott. And I really had to think about it. I'm like, why would you sabotage him? Because you're covering your own ass to say that he can't do this, he can't do that. But knowing that Amari and Dak had that conversation where Dak told him to just run the play, and then Dak changed the play at the line, lets you know that Dak has certain strengths. Dak has certain things that he wants to do that he's not being allowed to do. And like at this point, you're starting to Dak. What that play lets me know is two things. It lets me know that Dak is starting to know what he's saying, and it's letting me know that Scott Linehan is really just a dictator when it comes to these play calls. And what they didn't want was, see, a lot of us, when we go back and we compare Dak, we compare Tony. We say, well, Tony changed his play. Tony did this. You know, Dak isn't doing that. I know that I'm one that says that. I'm like, Dak doesn't know what he's saying. That's what I was saying. But Dak was doing what Dak is being told to do. Tony, from what you can hear in the broadcast booth and from what you can take from what Dak did, Tony was saying, scrap this play, scrap that. Like, Linehan is not putting us in the best position to make plays. And so that's Amari Cooper just let me know all in that one interview that Linehan is the problem. It's the problem with Tony. And with Dak, they didn't want another Tony. But now Dak is starting to understand what he's seeing. He's understanding it. And there's no coincidence that every time we're in the 2-minute drill, the offense just looks totally different because Dak has more control out there on the field. So ultimately, it's your play caller. Now, somebody asked me, what do I think about Dak's turnovers? He has to hold on to the ball a little bit better. He does. He has to play better in the red zone regardless of what the plays are. But your play caller is just not helping. He's not helping us at all. And I believe that it's grounds to be fired at the end of this year. Maybe they don't want to touch it now, but he has got to be he's got to be on the chopping block. It just is what it is. He doesn't put us in the best position to make plays, especially in the red zone. So that's just what I believe. Let me look at what some of you guys are saying. So, yeah, pretty much. Boomer Sooner said that Kellen Moore knows nothing about how to coach a QB. And that's another thing, Boomer. Why is Kellen Moore our quarterback coach? Because he's a good old boy to Scott Linehan. Let's just call it what it is. Scott Linehan and Kellen Moore, the door can hit you on the way out at the end of the year. Now, I do believe in continuity, so keep the guys now. But we need an offensive coordinator that is good with quarterbacks, that is good with developing quarterbacks. Because as much as I scream Dak's mechanics, Dak's mechanics, Dak's mechanics, a good coach can coach that up out of you. Because, see, that second touchdown to Amari Cooper, everything was picture perfect in what he was supposed to do. That touchdown in the Redskins game to Amari Cooper, everything was picture perfect for what Dak was supposed to do. So it lets me know that he's very capable, but who's coaching him? Who's coaching the bad habits up out of him? And ultimately, if you got a guy that you beat out at the position anyway, what more can he teach you? I just think that Kellen Moore was given a job by somebody that just really loves Kellen Moore. But, I mean, I do believe that Kellen Moore has a lot to offer as far as his knowledge. But as far as a quarterback's coach, I don't know what he's done opposed to other coaches out there who have not paved the way, but guys who have been pounding the pavement as a coach. I'm not sure what Kellen Moore has done to surpass those type of guys in the ranks. I really don't. So Kellen Moore's ass can go as far as I'm concerned too. But let's see. I mean, that's pretty much all I got, man. Anybody got any other questions? I wanted to address that because I feel that it hasn't been addressed enough. I think that somebody said something about Chris Richard getting more love. Chris Richard should get all the love because, see, it's not just about the defensive play calling. It's about the execution. And the one thing that I've noticed about the Dallas Cowboys, the secondary, the whole defense, is that they are tackling well. Everybody wants to tackle. The thing about good tackling teams is that you want to do it. It's a want-to thing. It's tackling and blocking are very simple. I mean, similar. The ones that want to do it are better at it. And you can just tell that the whole culture of that defense has changed. It went from the hunted to the hunters. When it comes down to we need a stop, those guys are confident. They want to get that stop now. It's no longer, let's see how long we can hold them. And if we let them score, then Dak's going to come bail us out. It's not that any longer. When it comes to 2-minute defense, we are so much better. So much better in that aspect. Guys like Jeff Heath, I know that people hate Jeff Heath. Jeff Heath has played a hell of a year. He's had a hell of a year. Xavier Woods, hell of a year. Byron Jones, I don't have to explain that. Cheeto, I don't have to explain that. Um, Guys like Jordan Lewis coming off the bench and taking an assignment with when you have Kamara, you have to guard Kamara. Um, Guys, the whole culture of this defense has changed. The defensive line changing in, changing out. We haven't had a interior defensive lineman in certain games. David Irvin hasn't played most of the year. Um, uh, we've been mixed matching with guys being in, being out, Malik Collins being hurt, being back. Like, we've been shifting and doing a whole bunch of stuff. Sean Lee being out. But it's next man up, and everybody has been ready for the challenge, and I love it. I love it. I absolutely love it. And like my man Foots has been pretty much pounding into you guys, this defense is absolutely ready. This is a Super Bowl defense. This is a championship defense right now, the way that they are playing, the culture, the way that we are running the football with Mark Colombo being inserted as the line coach, and the way that we are playing defense. We are playing football that you can take anywhere, and I love it. Absolutely love it. Somebody said Vander Esch. Let's see. Vander Esch has been good. Lee helping him out, man. Look, Vander Esch has been everything and more, man. I know that I was against the pick at first. I loved Vander Esch when the thought of him being a second-round pick, or if we moved back. But, man, he was right on time. And he's actually putting together a defensive rookie of the year type campaign. Not sure if he's going to win it, because there's some other viable candidates out there as well. But somebody who's changed the culture, somebody who has been tackling well, somebody who's just been around the football, taking on blocks. Somebody, he even has the wolf call. I mean, like, him and Jalen Smith have put together something. They put together a tandem to where we don't even need Sean Lee. And I posed this question multiple times, to where at the end of this year, what do you do with Sean Lee? Do you keep him? In my opinion, I think if you can get something for him, you go ahead and get something for him. I think that he has served his purpose. With the salary cap and having to sign guys, I mean, if he's not going to take a pay cut, I know that his deal is friendly as far as him being injured and stuff like that. There's incentives in there if he's healthy. But, I mean, bottom line, we got to sign DeMarcus Lawrence. We got to sign Byron Jones. We got to sign probably Ezekiel Elliott. Who knows? Maybe they want to bring in the Earl Thomas. Maybe they want to bring in somebody else to help supplement what we've already got. So I think that you have to evaluate Sean Lee at this point. I really do. I know that you guys love Sean Lee, but at the end of the day, they do it to everybody. Sean Lee is no different. Sean Lee is no different. I love Dez Bryant, but at the end of the day, they found a way that he had to get cut. And Sean Lee has been on the field less than Dez Bryant was. Sean Lee, I mean, and we found a way to coexist without him. And that's ultimately what we've wanted all along, was to coexist without Sean Lee. When Sean Lee goes out, what's going to happen? Well, now we got that. And you got guys that come in and spell, that do a pretty good job. They might not be the best, but, I mean, you got guys that come in and you know, they fill a void, man. I just think that ultimately guys like Jalen and LVE, they're going to grow, and they're going to, you know, sometimes they just have to, sometimes you just got to, you know, cut a man loose right when the time is hot. And I can tell you that New England would have cut him. They would have cut him. Oh, yeah, and I forgot. Oh, we got to sign Amari Cooper. We have to, because I seen somebody say that Rashard has been the MVP. I disagree. I think that Amari Cooper has been the MVP. I think that Amari Cooper, his impact has made everybody better, including the defense. I think that since we've added him, we have a new type of swagger, to where when teams play us one high across the board, man to man, if you're going to keep playing us like that, Amari's going to keep eating. And if you're going to decide to back up off of us, we can run the football. That makes us a little bit back. It's made us better on third down. All of a sudden, we're leading in third down percentage over the last couple of weeks. That's no mistake. When you got a guy like Zeke in the backfield that they were playing 9, 8, 9 in the box, but now you can no longer do that. Or if you do that, you're giving up a easy completion to Amari Cooper. Makes us a better football team. It keeps our defense off the field. Amari Cooper has just been a godsend. I know that I called in the Vasha show and I said that, we're just going to find out whether or not he was worth that pick. He's just going to have to ball out. And I think that Amari Cooper has been, if they have end of the year awards right now, he has to be your MVP for this team. The guys love him. They love his confidence. They have surrounded him, and I just think that it's just a good fit, man. Amari Cooper was a great fit, and thank God for John Gruden being so stubborn and allowing us to. I mean, yeah, it was a first round pick, but if you think about what we were trying to bring in the first place, he's everything and more for what we wanted from that first round pick. And he's going to hit the ground running. And him and Dak have a rapport already. So, 24 years old. I believe Dak is 25. I could be wrong. But, I mean, that's a rapport for a long time to come. I'm absolutely excited about what these guys can be. And just imagine when Tavon Austin comes back, how much more explosive we can be right there. Because what that does is that jet sweep that we have in our offense that we like to, fake and run every now and then, it becomes a threat again. And that just makes us a really, really, really scary team. Now, Tavon Austin, if he doesn't come back, we're still good. That's just a plus right there. So I'm loving what I'm seeing from the team right now. The Colts is going to be another tough game. We can wrap up the division right here. I am okay with where we are right now. Even Zach Martin, I know that he's struggling right now with an injury. I think you should sit him out a week. You sit him out a week, because I think that Connor Williams jumped in and he helped. He definitely came in and contributed. So, yeah, man. Thank you guys for tuning in, man. On Sunday, I'm going to be with Mark and the crew. I know that they're not showing it in the DMV area. So I know that we're looking to live stream, so we might go back to Lucky's. Mark sent that message earlier, so I'm letting you guys know exclusively we might be going back to Lucky's. And if you guys haven't been to Lucky's to see a Cowboys game yet, man, you got to go. It's absolutely a phenomenal atmosphere. So be on the lookout, man. Check out Mark's channels. If you follow him on Facebook, go ahead, follow the Jobu Sports Report and find out where we're going to be, man. I'm pretty sure on Sunday we're going to be at Lucky's, but we'll find out. All right. Peace out, everybody.